be an example to myself in the tears that I cried.
Niche, and you don't have to use it all the time, but you start to build it up slowly, and you know that I tell people with their states, and I've seen Fael would do some stuff for her state, right? And if you build that up, it's always there. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
audience is always going to be there for you. So sometimes it's not about like just trying to sell them stuff. It's like I might have an idea tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like I might have a new idea or something might hit me or hit my Instagram. Like, yo, I could do that for this right here. Let me flip that. Let me change this and make it here. And boom, you got another $10,000 idea just like that because you got the audience built up already, right? And one thing I suggest y'all all do is just pay attention to where your money coming from, right? So I had like 4 hustles when I got into this game, and one led me into the other. So it was like doing this and doing this because of that, doing this because of that. But ultimately, I was running around so ragged and thin. I was making money. I never knew how much money I was making, but until I sat down and figured out like what's making me the most money the easiest, right? So and then what do I enjoy? Ultimately, I'd rather I enjoy doing the most first. So when I started to focus everything around t-shirts, I started making more money with t-shirts than I did spread across all of these things because my energy was everywhere. You know what I mean? So those are things, but break that goal down. I did it earlier on my live. It was like, all right, somebody said they want to make $100,000 a year, and I always had that goal, and I never came close to it for years, right? But I had it written down. My notebook had it. $100,000 a year is like $8,334. You break that down, that's per month. You break that down, I think that's 2080, yeah, 70 something dollars, 2070 something dollars. You break that down and you get it down to your daily goals. And it's not about necessarily, it's going to be days you're not going to hit it, but by the end of the week, you might hit it 4 times, you know what I'm saying, on a Friday or something like that. So, but breaking that down and understanding how you're getting there. But ultimately, I think in what we do, how many shirts is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's your moneymaker, how many shirts you got to sell at what price to get to that goal? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of this stuff is you got to take small wins in the midst of it. But I know with a lot of us, we just hustling, so we don't even know how much money we're making at all. So how you ever gonna know? I'm pretty sure I probably hit 100,000 before this. Back then I never counted. I only look back to figure out how much I made, and I know I made more than 20,000. But that's what my online sales said. But I was going to football games and counting money, and I was donating back to the football team. I was taking everybody who worked my table out to eat and, buying people laptops and all this stuff because I believe in spreading the wealth. But just understanding that if you don't track it, you never going to know how much you make. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's so true, man. That's my problem right now. I can admit that.
Gotta write it down,
control.
Man.
Yeah, I definitely, and I'm usually good at writing stuff down. And I agree with you, like you saying narrowing
sit down
things
on a Sunday.
Yeah, I've been thinking about just kind of because I enjoy doing socks. So I'm like, I might narrow my niche down. I might just rock with the socks. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that.
Yeah, that be my problem sometimes. It's like it's so many things. And every other YouTube video I watch, I'm like, oh, let me try that joint. Oh, let me try. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'll be out here wanting to do everything and offer everything, but it's like at the end of the day, man, the t-shirts is it. I was even thinking about that like a week ago. Like, all right, man, what am I? You know what I'm saying? Like, I still want to get a mug press. I still want, you know what I'm saying? I got the sublimation printer. I'm like, oh, it's a 100 things I could sublimate on. I need to get all of them, but it's like
I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I got all of that stuff, right? And they all in boxes, right? I got a brand new. I sold my 800 like months ago to my cousin. He using it way more than I ever did, right? And then I got the 1000's been sitting in the closet. I'll probably unbox it here when a new store open or whatever the case is. And when that happens, all y'all can come up. But so you got to figure out what your people want. Like I know I have no desire really to open a mug press just for YouTube, right? Like it would be just for YouTube. Now, could I open it and make some stuff and sell it? I'm pretty sure I could sell some stuff if I wanted that. But I know my market. They ain't, you know what I mean? They not coming in for some mugs. You know what I'm saying? Now, I just know it would take me effort, or at least some kind of effort, to get out and find customers for that type of business. So now what I had to realize, and what y'all gonna get to a point and realize, is it's two separate businesses, right? Like, you got two separate businesses when you run a YouTube channel, even before you know it, or you making money off of it. I knew early what I wanted to do with my YouTube channel, but I didn't know what it was called. I didn't know what affiliate money was called and all of this different stuff. So you got two separate businesses in this whole thing. And now I make decisions differently. And I was just talking to somebody right now, like, another person on YouTube got big dreams. I seen some value and some talent in what he had. He got a different niche than everybody that I've seen. But, sometimes it's like, you making a business decision, or are you making a business decision? What I mean by that is, it's a print business decision, or is it a YouTube business decision? You know what I'm saying? I got a Signature Series mug press. I got Pro World's mug press, and they've been sitting in a box. I think I had Pro World mugs press for like all of 2020. And I just haven't gotten to the point to open it because I'm still not a YouTuber yet in my eyes. You know what I mean? And then, it's going to be a decision y'all going to have to make as y'all get on your journeys of the content y'all are creating. It's going to be some decisions that you make is going to start to question, what business you're really in. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm picking up what you're throwing down, brother.
Yes, sir. I saw a lot of license plate stuff too. I don't make a lot of videos over. I have made videos over it, but along with my t-shirt sales, I sell a whole bunch of those license plates. And $50 a plate. You getting them 25 plates for $45. I mean, it's
like $2 a plate. It's a big markup. A lot of that stuff got big markups, man. A lot of it, right? And you can make money with it, right? Yeah. It's just the market. If you put it out there, people will buy it. So if that's the case, then you run it up. And sublimation is probably the easiest part of this whole industry. It's print and press.
Right.
As long as it's I don't know if it's easier than super color, but you can do it immediately, right there for 50 seconds. But you know what I'm saying? It's like that. So, you know what I mean? It's all of these. It's a million different ways to make money in this industry. But you want to become known for something, right? Like, if you look at Silky Socks and what he became known for was the first guy that was making all of these socks and stuff for the athletes before he started wholesaling and giving everybody the opportunity. Now, what he knows is that's a business decision that he had to make, right? Like, I could sell wholesale, or I could just keep doing what I'm doing. And the guy who got the shirts we was talking about, when I tell y'all get a hold of these shirts, it ain't a sublimation shirt like it. I'm telling you right now. It feels so different, right? But he's like, man, I've been wanting to hold all this in because I'm making money. I said, but now it's like, when you get into this business, it's about making a lot of money, but it's making a lot of money. It's making a little bit of money off a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like different lanes that you can be in, and everybody has room to be successful. And that's why I just keep sharing. So I got something I'm working on when the studios is done, which is going to be called the Content Hustlers Academy, where I just teach people how to make money off of content. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Ultimately, by what I do right now, I hurt my own pockets, right? Like, by spreading out the wealth and sharing the information and how to do all of this different stuff, especially in my niche. Like, I tell people outside of this too, right? But really diving in and trying to figure out who has the talent, and just try to encourage people starting out, like, yo, you're doing something good. Just, I would do this little thing. And I don't give everybody everything at once, because it's first thing I want to see is if you putting out videos. The one thing that made me different is, like, nobody got to wake up tomorrow and tell me to get on YouTube and make a video. You know what I mean? I'm fresh out the hospital. The day walk out the hospital, they say, sit down. I'm in there pressing shirts. So it's like, you think about all of that stuff. And I know this ain't Print Squad stuff, but print stuff. So, but you think about all of that, and if that's what you're after, you gotta be that consistent.
Going apparel, the dream in my eye. I be an example to myself in the tears that I cry.